Welcome to the Running Network Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Hi, welcome to Running Network Television. We're here with Brian Diemer. He's an Olympian in 1984 and 1988, and he won a bronze medal in the steeplechase in 1984. And we want to talk to him about what the Olympic experience was all about. Brian, tell us about the first one. Tell us why you chose the steeplechase in the first place.
Well, my coach kind of chose that one for me. A bunch of us athletes were goofing off and giving them fits in practice, and just out of fun, he said, "All right, you scoundrels, go jump over the water pit." And there was a guy who landed on his back, and they were slipping and falling all over, and I didn't look pretty, but I made it over without falling. And so he said, "You're going to run the steeple in the next race." And yeah, I had some jumping ability, and I had played basketball, and so I was kind of a natural for it.
What distance did you run before that?
Mostly 5,000s, a little bit of 10,000, 1,500s.
So sort of 3,000 meters kind of fit right in the middle there, didn't it?
Yeah, 3,000 meters was my best distance. It was a real good distance for me.
Tell us a little bit about training for the steeplechase, because it's a little bit different than just speed work, isn't it?
Yeah, I trained for mostly the 5,000 with a little bit of emphasis on 1,500 meter speed. And then, of course, I did my hurdle drills, and I did some intervals over the barriers, or actually over hurdles, because barriers don't move. Hurdles, if you hit them, they fall down, but the barriers don't. So I practice over some hurdles.
So a little safer for the early going, I suppose. Well, let's talk about 1984. Tell us about getting into that final and what you were thinking as you were running.
I was scared to death in front of the whole country and the world. You know, it was in the United States, and so the American public was all jacked up. It was exciting being in the stadium. They were just going berserk. And but there's a lot of pressure, you know, when you're wearing the USA uniform on there, you want to perform, and so I was nervous until the gun went off. Then I was okay. But it was just a fantastic feeling to be in my home country and then be able to win a medal and then stand on the award stand and watch the American flag go up. It was just a feeling that I'll never forget.
Well, it's exciting and gives me chills even to think about it. My goodness. And then you trained for 4 more years and came back again in 88.
Yep, 88, and that was in Seoul, Korea. And I had some injury problems that I had worked through, and I was healthy at the games, but I kind of lost my edge, and I think I finished 15th. I did not make it into the finals, but then in 92 I went back and ran in the Barcelona games, and I finished 7th there, and I was really proud of that, and you know, just happy with being able to get up in there and compete again.
What was it like competing in the international events in Seoul and Barcelona? Was it different being overseas?
It was a lot different. You know, at the opening ceremonies, I expected to hear this, you know, thunderous applause when the United States team, you know, came in. Like in '84, it was unbelievable. But it wasn't quite the same. It was respectful and stuff like that, but it was a little bit different. I enjoy going to the international races because, you know, you see how people do things so differently other places. And, you know, I could sit all day just watching people from other countries, you know.
So you didn't have to stay confined to the Olympic Village during the whole thing, I guess?
No, we didn't. Unfortunately, this year they may be a little bit more confined.
Well, what are your predictions for this year, especially in the steeplechase? Are you watching that event?
Oh yeah, I'll be watching it. I think that we've got a pretty good chance. We've got some young and upcomers that will be tough. I think that steeplechase will be a good event for us.
Well, let's see. We've got Dan Lincoln and Jordan Desolette, and who else might you think of?
Tom Chorney from the area here is somebody. Ray Hughes. Let's see, Fam Leggetti. He should be good. Slattery ought to be real tough. Oh, from Ohio State. Who's that?
Robert Gary?
Yeah, Robert Gary, yeah. Gary's going to be, you know, he's the experienced one.
It is. It's a pretty good field, and the women will be running as an exhibition this year, as I understand it. Is that right?
That's what I understand.
Do you have any steeplechasers at Calvin?
Yeah, I do. I have a number of steeplechasers. Good. I like to call them distance hurdlers. They're coming on well. I had one of my guys ran 9:07 this year, and qualified for nationals. And he's got some real talent. He could go a long ways yet before it's all over. I should say too, Sarah Hastings on the women's side was an All-American. She was 5th for me in the steeplechase this past spring at Division III Nationals.
Okay, so you've had a chance to coach some of the women then.
Yeah.
What better coach to have than a bronze medal Olympian? It's going to be a fun event to watch in this Olympic year, and we really do appreciate you talking to us. Thank you so very much.
Thanks. Thank you.